Three.
Hello, I'm Fleur Hughes. I'm the Network Manager for the STFC Air Quality Network, and I'm here to tell you about our collaboration building workshops, our events that are to generate new ideas for using STFC capabilities, to get new research going, and to allocate some of the network funding. We were going to be running these events in person over 2 days in Birmingham, but as you'll probably be aware, global events have overtaken us, and we've decided we're going to run those events online instead, because it means we can plan better without worrying about lockdowns happening again, and it means we can be more inclusive and we can include colleagues who have caring responsibilities or for whatever reason might not have been able to join us for a residential course. So we're working with Christine Bell from the Centre for Facilitation, who has lots of experience of in-person events and now lots of experience of online events. So she's been designing a really interesting programme for us, and she's here to tell us a bit more about that.
Thanks very much, Fleur. So we're really excited, me and Fleur, about doing this online because it gives us so many different opportunities just to experiment with different ways of bringing this together. So what we're going to be using is we're going to be using this tool here, which is an interactive whiteboard. And I want you just to imagine that this is our room in Birmingham. And the white space here is all the walls with the really horrible corporate wallpaper. And they're fairly blank at the moment because we haven't done the work. But we're going to fill this up over the course of the 2 days. Oops, we just got a little timer there. So what we're going to do is just talk you through the process over here. So this is our agenda. So this is, as if you can imagine, this is what we'd be doing at the beginning of the session. So what we've got with the collaboration lab is a 2-day process that condenses. It was a condensed process. It was going to be pretty intense for 2 days. You'd have been really tired at the end of it. But we're going to follow exactly the same steps. The steps go through a process of getting to know each other, connecting with the theme, then starting, now you know each other and you know the theme, exploring it together. From that, generating some ideas, then getting rid of all the ideas that weren't so great, and then picking out the best of those ideas, the strongest of ideas, and pitching those hopefully to get some of the funding money that Fleur was talking about earlier. And the idea is at the end of this, you'll have met some new people. We hope that you've got some ideas that either get funded now with this pot of funding, but the reality is quite a few of you won't get the funding this time, but you'll be in a really strong position to actually apply for funding with people that you properly know and you know you could work with over the course of a long project. And we hope it's going to deepen your understanding. So we've taken the concept of the 2 days, and Fleur and I talked about it, and we immediately thought, no, this is nuts. There is no way you can sit in front of a computer for 2 days pretending you're in a conference room setting. It just doesn't work. You just can't. You and I, we all know we can't concentrate for that amount of time. Our life goes on outside of the room. You're not isolated the way that you are in a normal collaboration event where you have no contact with the outside world for 24 hours. We can't get you to do that in the home. Me and Fleur can't do that in our homes either. So what we worked out was that if we had been in Birmingham, you'd have spent about 14 minutes in the lab together. You'd have had about 14 hours, sorry, 14 minutes, I think 14 hours together. You'd have spent 14 hours overnight, and you'd have had 6 hours of travel approximately, or more, depending on where you're from. And so what we've done is we've taken those hours and we've said, okay, in our program, we're going to have 12 hours of lab time and 8 hours of cafe time where you're talking and collaborating with other people, but not all at the same time, not all in the same place. So it's a more flexible use of that time. So the agenda, this is our draft agenda here, just to give you an idea, and Flo will send that out to you. But the key thing is we expect you to be available on these times where it's in orange. So the 2nd of November for the kickoff, the 5th of November, the 10th of November, and the 13th of November. And those times have been designed to try and go as much as we can within, there we are, my time is up, so I'm going to wrap up very quickly, to go to work within those constraints of your own practical lives outside of this collaboration process. So it's going to be really exciting. We're really looking forward to you joining us and to filling in the white space on this. And I'm just going to hand back to Fleur now to tell you how to get going.
Yes, so the next steps, if we've piqued your interest, do go onto the website and have a look at the information sheet for the workshop that's got more information about the theme, who we are hoping will be able to join us and what you'll get out of it. Do check on the dates and the times because it will be a requirement that everyone's able to join us for those specific lab times that Christine was talking about, so that we can all be together and have some time available on the days in between to do the other work, the cafe time. If you're ready to apply, then it's an online form that you can access through the website and complete that. And if you've got any questions that you'd like to bring up, do drop me an email. It's fleur.hughes@york.ac.uk, and Christine and I will look forward to seeing you at our collaboration building workshop.
Thank you.